Hey YouTube, this is Zechs from Zechs Games. We're going to take a different route with this video. We're going to watch a CreepyPasta video, and I'm going to do my little reaction on it. I've never seen this video before. It's called Snow on Mount Silver. I've heard good reviews about it. So, let's begin. Pretty much as far as I got last time, because they were saying that reaction video is worth it, so yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Pokemon. Nintendo first introduced this franchise in 1996. Since then, it's become a worldwide phenomenon through media, toys, trading cards, and its beloved video game series. The regular gameplay allows the player to travel the fictitious world and capture and collect creatures called Pokemon to train and battle against other Pokemon in order to make them stronger and form a bond of friendship. The creators of Nintendo do everything in their power to make these games funny, appropriate, and entertaining for children, with nothing to fear. Until now. But fear is unavoidable. And then the Lavender Town theme. Evan Bernardi is proud to present a Shaded Scythe Studios picture in association with CreepyPasta. Well, thank goodness I'm hungry. Easter eggs. Snow on Mount Silver. Palmar Kelly. Alex Blackwell. Kathy Collins. Jennifer Theodore. I didn't know they had many actors in this thing. Casting. Wow. Isn't this just a screen grab from a ROM or something? Costume designs? This video might actually be more than I thought it'd be. Director of photography. That's what I like to do. I'd like to direct my photographs. Rose Yes I Red. Produced by the Shaded Scythe Studios. Try saying that 5 times fast. Shaded Scythe Studios. Directed from the mind of Evan Bernardi. Things just got retro.
So my brother and I kind of grew up on Pokemon. Around here, a lot of kids did. This may seem like it will sound like a bittersweet story about two siblings who grew up with a couple of games that eventually take them down 2 different roads.
But you'd be completely right.
It's a little more than that. It all began before Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald version came out. My brother just bought the thing that started it all.
Angie, you won't believe what
It's Stitch.
I just bought.
Freaking way, where'd you buy Game Shark for practically free?
2 words for you, garage sale, and it was only $5.
$5 for Game Shark? They ripped you off, dude.
No, but about from our friends. Check it out. I brought blue version to test it on.
I don't know if you can use a Game Shark or an action replay to actually hack a game, but sure, whatever.
So we started digging around with the Pokemon game,
Yep.
and we ended up destroying it. After a couple code entries, the game got so glitched it was unplayable, and Blake lost all his progress.
Like a derp.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe I just wasted $5.
Like, it's fine, we can replace it, I guess.
Yeah, screw it all. I'll open it later.
He never played that game again after it broke. Personally, I never wanted to use a Game Shark or anything similar to it again. It didn't really matter. We lost the Game Shark after our rooms were moved around. We had a new addition added to our house, and we presumed the Game Shark and all our other old games had disappeared and messed with stuff that got stuffed into a closet. Years went by, and then Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald version came out. Of course, my brother and I got our copies.
But I was too busy with my period.
And it wasn't a real hard game. We beat the Elite Four and won the game within 2 weeks. It still brought back a lot of memories from the old days. Before
Holy
the advance
moly.
came out.
Also, that's
Little did I
completely
know,
fake.
I was gonna have a blast from the past that I would never forget.
Who is it?
It's your mom.
Angie, you won't believe what I just found. Check it out.
I found Mom's old croissants.
How did you get it?
Mom made me clean out the closet, and I found it when I was.
I found what Dad's been doing over the weekends.
Don't worry.
I guess so. What?
Found you all the batteries a little bit, but yep, still works.
It's my gold version.
I see she still hasn't repainted that door.
That yellow and my red version? I'm so gonna start a new game in gold. What about you, Blake? Are you gonna start a new game in silver? Like, are you listening? I thought you threw that away.
Good thing I didn't.
That'll ruin your game. Remember what happened in your blue version?
Yeah. I'll read the instructions this time, and I won't fuck up my silver version. Thank you. See ya.
Didn't the actual story say that he was like 8? Oh wait, no, that's Golden Sun.
I'd spent the last 24 hours at a friend's place. During that time, I was able to reach the Elite Four. However, my party was ill-balanced and was still in no shape to face the final trainer.
Meanwhile, in Newbark Town, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
When I last checked with Blake, he was 2 badges ahead of me. I started to hope maybe he'd let me borrow a few of his Pokemon for the final battle. Then again, I had no idea what he'd been up to or how far he'd gone while I was gone.
If anybody needs me, I'll be outside.
For all I knew, he was done with the game and started a new one. Which I figured was all the better for me, since he would need those Pokemon and I'd stand a better chance of scoring a few from him.
Hey, Blake, I need some help. I'm at the end of the Johto.
A better chance scoring what?
If you can help. The hell is all this?
Isn't that a theme from like the unknown, whatchamacallit?
Blake!
So I guess it works with this creepy theme. Dun dun, here's Johnny!
Blake? Are you okay?
I was just, watching TV, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't touching myself.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Light everywhere and the
Is this
black.
puberty?
Calm down. What do you mean?
So cold.
Stop. Just stop. Like, you just need to take a break from video games. Hang out with your friends or something.
Oh my god, it's a dildo. Oh no, it's just a Game Boy.
Are you insane?
Just a little. Don't tell Mom.
Get that damn thing away from me.
What do you mean? Blake?
He let her push her. Yeah, he let her push him down. Yeah.
He ended up in a psych ward of the local town hospital. He had been there for 2 days now.
Meanwhile, at the Justice League.
No one could figure what had set off his maniac behavior. Mom and I had collected and brought in all the cut-up game cartridges to be looked at, but no one had even thought to tie it back to the game. Maybe it was my fault.
Get that damn thing away from me.
I hadn't said a word about how he reacted when he touched my Game Boy, hearing the music from it.
They're totally in a Pokemon Center.
No, we haven't got any accurate evidence for his behavior, but based on the descriptions you've given me, I'd say he's developed a stress disorder of some kind. Will he be
Wow,
okay?
even the nurse
Yeah,
doesn't
he can
know.
actually go home in a few days, and I can give you a prescription to help with his behavior. Can I go in and visit? Of course, dear. Just don't do anything to frighten him. In the meantime, will you come with me to my office and I'll write a prescription for Blake? Of course. I'm so sorry.
Who
Blake.
wears short
It's really
shorts?
all my fault that he's here. If I hadn't played that music, he wouldn't be.
Angie, go in my room when you get home.
What? Why?
I think they're under my bed. I think it's in the container under my bed.
You
Boing.
mean the hack?
Yes, yes. Go in there, take all the things, and just get rid of them. I don't want to play with any of the games anymore.
Kill it with fire!
Get rid of it.
Promise me, Angie. Promise me you'll get rid of this.
Okay, I promise. I promise.
Promise me you won't throw away my pet fish. He's my only friend.
Sleep well, Blake. We'll be out in the next few days.
Thanks, Mom.
I love you.
I love you too, sweet.
Oh, yeah, she
My
said
poor
that.
damaged little brother. How could I refuse this request? I went to school late that day, and I knew what had to be done after. I didn't know it at the time, but this would be the
But
last
Stitch
time
was
that I could
watching
ever play
me
the big sister
ever
role
since
and
the
help him
first
out.
day.
I just had to get rid of that game. But during the whole day, a sick curiosity started going through my head.
Attack it with your
What
mole.
happened in that game that scared him so badly? I was scared myself.
Here goes nothing.
They looked so innocent. Simple toys and a simple spiral-bound bunch of paper.
That's how it all starts.
I scanned through all the cheat codes that were in the notebook. There had to be 20 at most.
And then Pizza
Then I
Hut's
noticed
delivery
there was
number.
one cheat code on the list that was crossed out with a marker. It seemed he had
That really
tried to
isn't
erase
crossing
the mark,
out.
for the ink from the marker had bled almost 2/3 of the way to the back cover. Either way, the pen was still able to stick out.
You didn't even need to hold it up to this friggin' light to see that.
Heard of this before?
White everywhere. And
I
black.
remembered him mentioning something about white and then black.
I
Could
didn't
the white
remember
be
that, but
snow?
then again, I'm doing a
It wasn't
commentary
only
on this
May,
shit.
The temperature was climbing to the 90s. We lived in Florida.
Take us on a journey into the game.
It's just a game, right?
That's what you think.
It started out pretty normally. I still kept the sound on low and continued to the starting menu. His game time was to the limit. I knew it couldn't have been on that long. I barely logged 50 hours on my own game.
That's
And I was
Pokemon
only
Yellow.
Elite 4. Probably done from hacking the game. Must have fucked up his file. I just proceeded anyway and the game started up. A dim sort of map came onto the screen, but it looked like static. I squinted down and realized that it was actually a map of Mount Silver.
Static must be snow. Why is there no sound?
Typical party for someone who uses a Game Shark. Yet, something was off about the sprites. They seemed sullen in a way. The map had brightened up a smidge when I closed out of the start menu, but it was hard to see my little player sprite. Something was off about him, too. When I checked the character information, it was the same as the Pokemon sprites. The colors were dull. In fact, now that I think about it, he almost looked frostbitten.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
His expression was sad, like he was alone, scared. I turned and tried to move back down the mountain. As I hit the bottom of the screen, words popped up, and there was finally sound.
Can't turn back now.
The wall.
It was unsettling.
I went into my Pokemon and tried to use Fly, but that failed too.
Can't fly in this.
Fuck it.
There was an escape rope in his bag. I tried using it, but that
Can't
didn't
go
even
back
work either.
anymore. Used for escaping. Oh.
What's going on?
Once again, I tried walking down the mountain, and to my horror, the words changed with every attempt. The last one sent a frigid feeling through my
Can
heart.
never go back.
There was no way down the mountain. Turning the sprite around, I moved him forward. As I tried to move up, the sprite paused.
I'm cold.
By now, I was getting goosebumps. Then things were even weirder after a text box popped up saying that
Meganium has died.
I knew Pokemon couldn't
Oh,
die.
he died.
Hell, how's possible?
I tried reviving my Pokemon, but it wouldn't even let me do that. I was even more horrified when I saw a red X replace the sprite.
You must be kidding me. What kind of Easter egg is this?
There wasn't much I could do, so I continued slowly up the mountain. But after
So
trying
Meganium
to
is the
ignore
Krillin
previous
of the group.
message, another came up saying
Wait.
Pidgeot died.
Up.
Oh, it's ridiculous. No way they're all dead. This isn't possible. Oh my god.
When the image came
Oh
up,
my
I was
god.
horrified. My Meganium was the same way.
That's awesome. It's metal.
Morbid curiosity urged me onward. As I continued up the mountain, each one of the Pokemon in my party were dying. Each with an even more terrifying look.
Dude, that's
and my
really
player
cool.
was getting even slower as they died. All I had left now was my Typhlosion. But he was down to only 6 HP. I finally hit the summit and the snow stopped falling. But Red was not there. Right in the center of the map, sticking out of the snow, was what looked like a Pokeball. I was hoping that this would lead up to the climactic battle that would end this nightmare.
Please let this be the way out of this horror show. What's happening?
Dark Celebi.
There's no rescuing you.
Rings.
Please let this be the way out of this horror film. No.
The battle with that disgusting Celebi made me hope that this was going to end, and that I would be transported to a Pokemon Center. My trainer had seemed different in some way. I decided to check his trainer card. The moment the card came up, I was sickened for what I saw.
Like, went through?
His sprite matched every detail of the trainer card. The moment I decided to continue walking up the map, I received a message. There was only one direction to go, and as I moved on, every now and then I would be interrupted with a new message. Each made my heart sink lower and lower. That tears
So
started
cold.
forming in my
Mother. Why is it so
eyes.
cold?
The walls were getting darker until they were pitch black at the end.
It feels so
Soon there
cold, I
was an
can't
exit
go
that was marked
on.
by a white outline. I had no choice but to go through it.
Please, please.
I found myself in a chamber that was a solid white with thin gray walls. Against the far wall, there was a familiar face that was missing from before.
Click. Press A.
Finishes I come too far.
It's only a game.
I still need an old like so crazy.
I went up to his sprite and hit the A button. He said nothing, and the next thing I knew, I found myself in a battle. Red's sprite had none of the deformities to match my own. He just looked extremely sad. His first Pokemon was a mangled Venusaur. It was like my other Pokemon, at level 0 and a speck of HP. I sent out my nearly dead Typhlosion, with only 6 HP left. No sound or animation were heard at all. All it did was use Struggle, only inflicting one hit toward my Pokemon. Once that happened, it fainted. However, the text read that he had died. Red gave no response. His next Pokemon was Blastoise, which looked worse. It felt the same way. The fight continued with each of his Pokemon repeating this process and ending up meeting their demise. Then I noticed he was sending out his Pokemon in the wrong order, which means he was about to use his last Pokemon. He then sent out Pikachu. It was grotesque, the worst of all the Pokemon I've seen in this game.
He's so cute! I want to keep it.
But what really scared me was its giant smile that extended to both cheeks as it stared at me.
He is so cute.
Pikachu used Pain Split, killing both of them instantly. I never even got a chance to put up a fight. Then Red appeared. He looked like a living corpse. He finally spoke.
What's going on?
Mommy, I want a Pikachu like that. Put it in the mailbox. Send it to Obama.
Burn in hell, you scourge of the devil!
Hey.
I looked around for another Pokemon game to see if the others would take it. I found yellow version and inserted it into the Game Boy.
Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I was relieved to see the normal Pikachu on the screen greet me with its twitching ears and smiling face. They were both dead. Red and my player. And that cave in the mountain was their hell.
That's such fake crying.
We're expecting this weather to continue up the northeast and dissipate within 3 days. And that's your weather forecast for today. Back to you.
When we return, we're going to take you to a local criminal investigation where a family is found stabbed to death and their eldest son is missing. That and more on JED News at 6.
Hello?
No.
Hey, Angie, how's it going?
No.
Oh, hey, Brooke. You know, same old stuff.
How's your brother doing?
He's actually
Well,
doing
he's
good.
still in the psych
Hopefully
ward.
he'll be back in school.
He stabbed and killed a few people and
Hey,
took their
I already
daughter.
found a new file in Blue version, and I was hoping you can help me with the mute codes. What do you say?
I'm sorry, I can't, Brooke. I gotta go. I'll see you on Monday.
But Angie, I need...
To my surprise, Blake wasn't the only one in the neighborhood to use the cheat code. Lots of others did, and most of them suffered the same fate as Blake. But the few who weren't had one thing in common. They were always mindful of the state of the first one who used the cheat. So I wasn't affected like Blake, because I played with more caution to avoid ending up like him. Blake, however, never knew what to expect from the start. We were able to have it taken down after telling site owners about it. We never found the fuck that created the code. It was almost like it just appeared out of nowhere. Either way, Blake gave up playing Pokemon altogether. As for me, I still needed some time to get myself straight, but I was able to play them again, in time.
After I got
Unhacked, of
this mole
course.
removed.
Yet still the memory remained in my head forever. That winter, the snow fell thick.
And I cried again, remembering my team in red. The person who made the code was never found. Click for our next project. No! No! Oh well. So yeah, that was Snow on Mount Silver, CreepyPasta movie. This is the first of a very rare group called Zechs Games, Zechs Watches, I guess. Anyways, catch you next time. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Yeah, that should be it. Zechs from Zechs Games, signing off.